What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, November 6th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I'm going to give you a value play here. Tony Parker for the Charlotte Hornets facing the Atlanta Hawks, who are the second worst defense overall and give up the third most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Tony Parker has scored 22, 24, and 43 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 20 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 18 minutes per game with a 27% usage rate. He had a 34% usage rate last game, which means when he's on the court, the ball is in his hands. This guy's turning back the clocks at times, still producing at his age is fantastic. And only $4,200 DraftKings salary and only $100 more on FanDuel. There's a 231.5 implied total for this game, so there's going to be lots of scoring. It's a high-paced game for Tony Parker at home. Love this matchup for him. Plug in Tony Parker versus the Atlanta Hawks tonight. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, MLB is still going, NBA is right around the corner. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Okay, at shooting guard, I like Jeremy Lamb. Also from that game, the Charlotte Hornets versus the Atlanta Hawks, who give up the absolute most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Jeremy Lamb has scored 33, 30, and 13 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 23.6 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 25 minutes per game with a 21% usage rate. He did have a 33% usage rate last game. He's been playing really well in the last 2 games, breaking 30 fantasy points in both. He's only $5,200 DraftKings salary, but he is $500 more on FanDuel. Like we said, it's a high projected total for this game tonight. Lots of points to go around in a fast-paced game. Only 4 games on this slate, so don't be afraid to stack players from games. At $5,200 DraftKings salary, Jeremy Lamb is going to need 25 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at small forward? I like Harrison Barnes for the Dallas Mavericks playing the Washington Wizards, who are the absolute worst defense overall and give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Harrison Barnes is a risk, guys. I picked him the other day and he stunk. I'm picking him again though because I believe in him. He's a good player and he's got a high ceiling if he can get going. Harrison Barnes has scored 18, 28, and 30 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 24 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 32 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Harrison Barnes is only $5,500 DraftKings salary, $500 more on FanDuel, and at that price he's going to need about 27 fantasy points to hit 5 times value. It's a high-paced game, at home, the total is good, implied total of 225.5 points. Harrison Barnes should be able to hit value in this one. Low ownership because of the bad game last game. If you don't like that pick, Nicholas Batum has been much more consistent. You'll have to pay a little more for him, but it may be worth it. Okay, let's see who we have at power forward. I like Rondae HollisJefferson for the Brooklyn Nets facing the Phoenix Suns, who are the 6th worst defense overall and give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Rondae HollisJefferson has scored 33, 17, and 23 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 21.5 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 22 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. Remember, he came off an injury and he's just getting rolling. His price is still low, only $4,800 DraftKings salary, $500 more on FanDuel. At that price, he's only going to need about 25 fantasy points to get you 5 times value. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Dwight Howard for the Washington Wizards playing the Dallas Mavericks, who are the 9th worst defense overall and give up the 6th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Dwight Howard has scored 28 and 29 fantasy points in his last 2 games after coming back from injury. He's played 23 and then 30 minutes in the last game, which is real encouraging. He's got an 18% usage rate. Dwight Howard is only $6,100 DraftKings salary, although he's $700 more on FanDuel. At that price, Dwight Howard's going to need right around his average 28 to 30 fantasy points to get you 5 times value. Pretty high implied total in this game, 225 total points. It's a fast-paced game at home for Dwight Howard, who I'm looking to get over 30 fantasy points tonight. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for week 9. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.